Yay.
That burp was the first thing on my recording.
Oh, should that also be the first thing on the podcast? No. Or it could be like, I could do like the pre-music, and then we could be like, that's it.
That's it. Like,
that's the podcast.
That's it. We're done.
We're done. You can log off now.
Oh my god, just a burp and that's it.
I think we started.
Hey guys.
Started.
Hey guys. Welcome to Get Friends Who Can Do Both.
Welcome. The last episode was fake ASMR. I'm not doing ASMR again.
Psst, 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 psst.
You know, I was editing it and I laughed out loud when we were like, the 9th episode is traditionally the ASMR. And I can't remember if you said that or if I said that. You probably said it.
I think I said that.
I think you said it.
Well, we're keeping up with traditions today, and we are keeping up with the tradition of those watching the video podcast will see.
Tradition.
The traditions of that every 5 episodes, it's a shallow sesh.
Woo! Yay!
Also, side note, before we jump into our yap session, I forgot to mention this on the podcast before that, like, video podcasts for Get Friends Who Can Do Both are a thing now. Head to YouTube. If you want to watch us yap over Zoom,
the two of you,
and you can like see the things that happen, and you can see what insane things we were just doing on the screen, head on over there, subscribe. We'd love to have you. It'll be fun. I only have 3 episodes up right now, and it's not, but that is okay.
That's okay.
We're gonna get more up.
We are gonna get more,
and there are gonna be. I'm just forewarning you. There is like an episode or 2 where the sound balance is a little off, but it's just going to be what it's going to be, I fear.
We're trying our best.
Yeah, I'm just a girl, you know?
Yeah, you're just a girl. Killing it. You're just a girl killing it. So don't use it as like just a girl. You're just a girl killing it. We also, those of you who have listened are probably already know, if you have great, incredible memories, you'll remember that I am binging Amy Poehler's podcast, Good Hang. And those first 5 to 10 episodes, sometimes I was like, ooh, that sound balance, not great. But now it's really good.
Yeah.
She's got it under control now. So
right.
Like,
I mean, are we going to get it under control in 10 episodes? Probably not. But
probably not. No, totally not.
This is episode 10, and
I don't listen back. I don't listen back when I edit these. I literally just drop the file and put the music in and edit out any terrible part that we don't want you to listen to. Or it's really incredibly funny, but we just can't share that information with the world.
Right.
And, yeah. And then I zippity zoop zap it out of GarageBand like a peasant.
Zippity zoop zap it is bonkers.
Yeah, and then I upload it. Zippity doo dah it. Actually, that's canceled. We can't talk about Song of the South. But the Disney movie. Do you not know about that?
No.
No, I took a course in college, the animation of Disney, and the reason that I took it was because my mom's high school best friend taught it, and I got an A. Thank you, Linda. And Linda came up to me on the first day, and she was like, "I know who you are," and I was like, "I know who you are too."
Yes, Linda.
But Linda was incredible, and we love Linda. And she's actually very famous and successful, but I'm not going to out Linda's last name.
Okay.
If I know she's a public figure, but I'm not going to out her as the person who was teaching my class. And you probably can figure it out knowing where I went to school and whatever. But we literally watched, like, that class was like, let's watch like almost every Disney film. It was a 3-hour lecture, and like we would spend like half of it like talking about it and like half of it watching stuff. It was so cool. But I was like, I have to take it because it's my mom's childhood high school best friend, and it did fulfill something for my English major because it was an English course. It was in the cinema studies program, if I'm not mistaken, within the English department, so it did get me some good credits for my major. And Song of the South is the movie that zippity-doo-dah, like zippity-doo-dah.
Yes, of course. I know it very well.
Yes. Excellent news. And that movie has been banned, and not that it's been banned, but it's like basically like the Disney vault because of harmful stereotypes about Black people. Yeah.
Zoinks.
Yeah, zoinks. But I believe the video of Zippity Doo Dah is still available in the public. Like, I think it was on some like Disney compilation that I had on VHS in the 90s. And that's how I became exposed to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zippity Doo Dah.
Zippity Doo Dah.
I never saw that movie. I don't even know if I knew that Zippity Doo Dah came from that movie. I just grew up with a mother who would sing Zippity Doo Dah and taught it to us.
That's an excellent. Would she like sit there and be like, "These are the lyrics, Lauren. Like, here's the sheet music."
No. Everyone needs to be aware of something. No one in my family is like completely musically disinclined or untalented. Like, no one's tone deaf, but like I am like musically inclined at a level that like those who came before me were not. Like, my parents were like, we don't know where you got this beautiful voice from, because they're like, we sing in like choir in school and stuff, but like we're not singers, and like we're not like like my mom probably is a little bit more than my dad, but simply just not like a singer at all. Like, I just had the thought of like, I had a flash from my childhood.
A flash.
When I was like in middle school, I want to say, I got a karaoke machine for Christmas one year, and it came with karaoke CDs to go in the machine, and my dad would sing karaoke one song open, and it was With Arms Wide Open by Creed.
Wow, I don't know that.
With arms wide open.
Why did you kind of sound like Cher?
Sunlight.
Why are you sounding like Cher singing that?
Because that's
life after love.
Because the guy who's the lead singer of Creed kind of sounds like that ish, but like I'm a woman doing it, so then it kind of sounds like Cher. But my dad would do it, and it would be
so
my
great.
dad would like not even enunciate. He'd be like,
So he was really channeling Cher. He was really channeling Cher then. I guess
so.
Is it
so funny.
Oh my God. Is it controversial if I say that I firmly believe that anyone can sing as long as you can match pitch? Is that a controversial thing to say? Like,
I don't think it's controversial. I think there are definitely different levels of people who have a natural born gift and people who work very hard on their voice. And I know people who like I've known them for a very long time, and at one point in their life their voice was not really strong or very, but they could carry a tune, but because they worked on it and they put in the time and the effort, it's like way better.
Became better,
yeah. I hate to be this person.
Oh my God, be this person.
But
give us your hot take.
Well, it's not really a hot take. It's just really kind of like patting myself on the back. Ooh. Did I have a lot of vocal training growing up? Yes. But did I also have a natural gift that, like, when I was really little and had no vocal training, like, my choir teacher when I was in first grade called home to my mom and said she is special, she has a gift, she needs to go. She needs to take voice lessons as soon as possible. And then my mom called around to voice teachers, and they're all like, she's too young.
Yeah, that's really young to
Yeah,
start.
they all were like, all of them pretty much said wait until like middle school.
Wait, that's so crazy though that that a music instructor didn't know that like you were too young to start voice lessons.
She was an elementary music teacher.
I mean, fair. No offense to elementary music teachers.
No offense, but like the elementary music teachers are trained to do like the full spectrum of things. Like they teach singing and they teach like instruments and they do like they do all
like
this
C,
stuff.
D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
I mean, even if they do that, I'm not sure they even did that when
I don't remember
in elementary music. But it's very, like, rudimentary stuff. Like,
yeah. Did you have to learn the recorder in elementary school music?
Obviously.
Why do we learn, like, why do we teach children the recorder?
I don't know, but it was a big deal at my school. So
I feel like it was a big deal at everyone's school. You got like a free recorder, right?
Yeah, we got our recorder, and then I didn't get a recorder till 4th grade when I moved to Florida.
Wow.
4th and 5th grade we did recorder. Yeah.
That's late. I got mine in like 1st grade.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, we weren't doing the recorder in Pennsylvania.
No.
But I think they were doing it earlier in Florida, just for whatever reason. Where I went to school in Pennsylvania, no recorder. Don't know.
Okay.
So
get your shit together.
Get it together, Amity Elementary. Shouts out.
Not the call out. Not the call out.
So, but like it became I like had to catch up because there were kids who had already been doing it. I think they maybe started in 2nd or 3rd grade. Couldn't remember. But you would get these like stripes that were like little pieces of like yarn that were different colors that then got like taped onto your recorder for like different like.
That's like, so toxic.
It was amazing.
And you needed all of them.
I didn't need all of them. I got as many as I could while still having the knowledge that like I hated the recorder. I didn't enjoy playing it, and I didn't want to practice. But my younger brother, a recorder aficionado. Okay.
Oh my god.
Like all the stripes, all the possible things you could get, like overachiever king. I mean, he's the golden child. He really does.
Wow.
Does it right. So.
That's so crazy because of the competition that must have bred among the students. It's like giving me flashbacks to like when like going to camp and you had to like I had to like pass swim tests in order to like swim in different parts of the pool. Like that's what it's giving to me. And it's like if you were in the yellow section, you were like shit, like I really got to be in the green section because that was like the deep end. Oh, that's what that's giving to me.
Yeah. It was fun.
Oh my god. Did you have to play like hot cross buns?
Yes, of course. Obviously, that's the first one everyone learns. But like people are like moving up to like playing full songs on the recorder, like literally like popular music on the recorder. It was crazy time.
Well, not so. What would have been the because we were looking at what like the mid 2000s.
Like My Heart Will Go On. Every night in my dreams. But on the recorder.
Wait, why? I need to know the history of the recorder. Like, was the recorder only invented for, like, elementary school students?
I don't think so. Doesn't Kenny G play the recorder sometimes?
I don't even know who Kenny G is.
You don't know who Kenny G is?
Was the recorder, like, the precursor to, like, the clarinet? Were they, like, was it like the Neanderthal of the clarinet?
Maybe.
I'm so curious.
But
I have to look this up.
Look it up. But I'll go tell you who Kenny G is while you look this up. Kenny G is literally a clarinetist. He's a woodwind player. He'll play, and this man, like, you probably don't realize it. Maybe you were too young, but like there was a period of time where Kenny G's CDs were being sold on like TV. And he had commercials.
God.
And he was
I remember when people were selling albums on TV.
Well, and he had be playing two woodwinds at once.
Wait, that's so cool.
No, he's major.
Wait, I have to read about this.
Okay.
So it was the recorder. It was first documented in Europe in the Middle Ages. And continued to enjoy wide popularity in the Renaissance and Baroque periods, but was used little in the classical and Romantic periods. It's supposed to be clear and sweet. Do I have any more history on it? This is what Wikipedia is telling me. History. Yeah, it looks like kind of like the Middle Ages. I don't know if it was like the pre-clarinet because I simply like don't have the time to look right now. But if you go, like, there are all these crazy photos like on Google of like paintings of, oh no, I can't really like show it on here. But like there are like paintings of like medieval paintings where, you know, the medieval paintings where like babies look like young adults.
Yeah.
And like literally people have two recorders in there. Like they are multiple. They're double. They're like they're like having a sword fight in their mouth with 2 recorders.
Yeah. I'm actually like pretty sure that because there's different recorder types. So like the standard recorder they give you at school, you can get like bigger and smaller ones to expand your range. The range. Yeah.
I am so sorry I had to say it.
And I'm pretty sure there were like 1 or 2 kids in my elementary school that could who had like a bass recorder and then also the normal recorder and like play bass, do basically like 2 hands, you know, like it's a piano.
That's so crazy. That is like, my God.
I did the bare minimum I had to do to pass. Basically, my energy was
so unlike you.
Well, yeah, but that's because my energy was going into the other things. Actually, like, orchestra. I was in choir and in orchestra.
What did you play? Do I know this about you?
I don't know. Well, I only did orchestra in elementary school.
No, but still, what did you play?
Okay, well, I could play all 4. The violin, the viola, the cello, and the bass. The bass was really hard for me, even with them having the small size, because I was just too small. My hands were too small, but I could play well enough. I fell in love with string instruments, I pretty much my parents were like, we're gonna get you your own. You have to decide which one you want to play. And I could not decide between the violin and viola for like the longest time. I was going back and forth. I ended up going with the violin. And I played the violin for like years. I loved the violin, but my mom took away my lessons because I didn't practice.
You love to not practice.
One thing about me, I don't practice. I mean, I'm literally a professional performer, and like the amount of like at-home work I do is minimal. Like bare minimum.
I can't relate.
We're the opposite.
I am literally sitting here like playing choreography videos till my feet fall off. Like I am literally spending nights memorizing hours memorizing lines.
Yeah, like, you know I'm in a bad way if like if I'm like actually sitting and learning my shit.
Yeah. You're like, you really have to devote the time outside.
I'm like, if I'm like sitting at home learning my shit, I'm actually scared shitless because it's like for example, I ended up being like one of the first people off book for the first time I did Steel Magnolias because that show scared me shitless because it's a long show, it's a play. I'm on stage basically the whole time, and what was really hard for me with that is that so much of my action was based off of other people's lines, not my lines. So I like the whole first scene, which is like 45 minutes long, I barely said anything. Wow. But I was like doing hair and cleaning and doing all this stuff, so it was like I had to like know the script so well and know like my cues so well for like physical movement. It was unlike anything I've ever done, which was a great challenge. But that I was stressed about, and I was like really on top of it. But anyway, all of that is to say, I did play the violin for a while, and I loved it. And then once I started voice lessons like in 8th grade, I also didn't practice, and my mom started threatening to take away my voice lessons. I was like, please don't take away my voice lessons. And she told my voice teacher that I didn't practice. And I was like, I practice in my head. And she,
oh my God.
Because I've always
narked on you.
No, literally. And I always said to my mom, like, I was like, I practice in my head. And I was, because she'd be like, I'd go to violin, and she's like, I don't know how you do it, because you literally, like, you don't touch the violin all week, and then you go back to lessons and you're better. And I'm like, because I practice in my head. She's like, that's not a thing. And I was like, it is. And then she told my voice teacher, and I was like, I practice in my head. And my voice teacher was like, actually, that is a valid way to learn. And that she's like, and especially for for young developing minds, like practicing in one's head actually works really well, and it is the studies have shown that it is efficient just as physically practicing. And my mom was like, fuck. Like,
well, it was popularized by the Harold Hill Think method.
oh, stop it. Bye. Oh, stop.
And Meredith Wilson's The Music Man.
Bye. So anyway, I could be a much better violin player, but my mom took away my lessons.
That's so crazy.
Because I wasn't practicing, but I was practicing in my head. So, but anyway, so like that was pretty much at that from fifth grade. I would say from like fifth through seventh grade. Like,
okay,
my passion for both singing and playing the violin, they shared the spotlight.
Yes.
The violin got taken away from me, so I put everything into my vocal passion. Wow. And I but even like when I was in like fifth grade, I went to all-state choir. And I sang in the all-state choir. Like that's where I was putting my energy, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows, you could have been the next, like, Yo-Yo. Doesn't Yo-Yo Ma play cello? But you could have been the next Yo-Yo Ma. I have a violin story. In the first grade, they taught us the recorder. And then in the second grade, instead of music class with who was the chorus teacher, the band teacher we had 2 elementary schools, and the band teacher from, like, the older elementary school came to all the second grade classes and for like 5 weeks made us do the violin. And it was sort of an entree to, like, because we didn't have like an elementary school orchestra at the K to 2 level, but at the 3 to 5 level we did. So it was sort of the entree to, like, and then do you want to learn how to, like, play instruments?
Yeah.
And I could not for the life of me, because I would look down at these, I would hold the goddamn violin like you're supposed to, like, up against my shoulder, and I could not for the life of me, every string would look like 2 strings.
Oh.
Like, I was like having double, I wasn't having double vision. It was
like too close to you.
Yes.
To, like, but were you, even if you're looking out by your hand, it looked like 2 strings?
Yes. So, like, but I was also, like, 7, 8 years old, and I, like, didn't want to be doing that. And, like, I also had, like, not discovered, like, performing. Even, I think I was in, like, first grade choir, because, like, who wasn't? But, like, I had also not, and also, like, I'm a talker, so, like, why would I want... But then I did play clarinet in the middle school band just to, like, become best friends with the middle school band teacher, and guess what? It worked. It worked.
Like...
And we're Facebook friends to this day.
Period.
But, yeah, I, like, really could not. And one of my brothers was not into it. And then I think another did, like, the year of violin after that. And then I think it was, like, and then I think he gave up. But
yeah. Yeah, both me and my brother are quite musically inclined. Like, he went on from the recorder, and then when he, at some point he started taking piano lessons. And my brother still can probably play the piano. I mean, like, he would literally he was in college for, like, getting 3 degrees, none of which were music related, and he would, like, go to the music building and to like get a practice room to play the piano to, like, blow off steam, because he was
so cool.
Stressed. Yeah. So he's, like, very much...
If you have 3 majors.
Yeah. Well, he only had 3 majors because he wanted to be in college for 4 years. If he didn't take 3 majors, he would have graduated early.
Wow. That's incredible.
Golden child. Hey,
couldn't
Kenny.
Be the rest of us.
Yeah, I know. So, couldn't be me. I wasn't pushing myself that hard in school. But then he was in orchestra in school as well. And he played the violin, and I think he got my old violin at one point.
And did he get your lessons too?
No, I don't think he ever... I don't remember. I don't think he ever took, like, lessons with a teacher outside of just, like, playing it at school.
Wow. I keep the song he plays the violin, which I've already sung plays the violin. It's Literally, I cannot get it out of my head now. But also, I was talking to a friend about it earlier because a friend texted me and was like, do you know 1776? And I was like, I know everything about 1776. Like, that's like maybe one of my deepest, darkest secrets is that I love the musical 1776.
Wow, this is a hot take.
That is a hot take.
This is tea.
I love 1776, and I acknowledge that it is like very like whitewashed celebratory version, like male centric version of America, and like I acknowledge that and I don't support that, but as a musical I think 1776 slaps. What about like Abigail Adams and John Adams, they're fighting about like saltpeter, like, oh, it's so good. And like it's so good. And a friend texted me, was like, dude, and I was like, yes, I know everything about 1776. I went to school with someone who, we did production of Bat Boy together my junior year. She was a freshman, and she was literally like, she was like, 1776 is my favorite musical. And I was like, wow, that's a hot take. I don't agree with that, but I do love 1776.
Right.
And was like, what can I sing from this? Or what can I sing for this audition? Because they wanted something similar. So I was like, there's a Golden Age something that like kind of a mid-century, a Camelot, Lerner and Lowe thing that she said. And I was like, that sounds exactly like he plays the violin. Like, go for it. I mean, I'm not going to say who my friend is, but like, I was like, you have the simple joys of maidenhood from Camelot. That sounds exactly like he plays the violin. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. But I love 1776. I'm so sorry. But I do.
Great. I mean, I have nothing to say because you know everything about 1776. I know nothing. I know that it exists, and I've known it has existed for a very long time. Have I ever listened to any of it? Have I ever seen any of it? No,
but you need to sing He Plays the Violin for things. It's perfect for you.
Okay.
There are only two female roles in the whole show, which is why they did the all-female and non-binary version around about a few years ago.
Right.
Which I didn't love. Sorry.
Purist over here.
Oh my god. Sometimes I love that stuff. I just didn't love it. And that I'm allowed to have that opinion.
Of course.
But it's like this beautiful, like Martha Jefferson, Abigail Adams, she fights with John Adams a lot. She doesn't really have like her own songs, but Martha Jefferson has like 2 scenes, and she sings like the most, like I said, He Plays the Violin, which is the 18th time I've already brought that up today, but it is like the most stunning song in the score. But and like literally the only line I know is like, he plays the violin, and imagine that 2 octaves higher than I sang that. Like, stunning.
Probably only 1 octave higher.
Probably only 1 octave higher because I am a high tenor. But yes. And I don't know my octaves, but I can read music, but I don't know my octaves. And because the whole conceit is like, Thomas Jefferson has to write the Declaration of Independence, and he's been at it for like 6 weeks, and he's like, God damn. So they bring Martha from Virginia to fuck Thomas Jefferson because he's like, look, like, he's like, I need a break. Like, and it was the 1700s. He couldn't like have phone sex with her. So like, they literally like bring her up from Virginia to screw him. And if I'm not mistaken, like, cause I haven't seen it since since I saw the Roundabout production, but then I'm pretty sure she like meets John Adams on the street, and John Adams is like, what's the deal with, like, why is he so great? Like, why is your husband so great? And she like sings about like all his merits, but like the song is like, he plays the violin, and it's really tender, but she had just had sex with him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What a wild concept for a show.
Yeah, but obviously it's not like it's
not just that. Yeah.
It's not just that. And also like, I think 1776 was like what, 60s, 70s, something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like very like mid-century classical. Yeah. And it's like not like you could like, I think their rendezvous is like, I think different productions like really hint at that more, because I don't think textually they really give it away if you're not really looking for it.
Sure.
Yeah. But that is what happens.
Very interesting.
I love 1776. Like, I watched the movie, and when they all signed the Declaration of Independence, and then they're like, we're a country now, like, I cried. Full on cried.
Okay. I feel like I have to share a show that I love that is not a standard that people love or know or whatever.
Oh yeah, please.
It is the full unabridged version, not the version they did at Roundabout a bunch of years ago, of The Robber Bridegroom.
Wow, all I know about that is that Patti LuPone was in the original Broadway cast.
Oh my god, I love it so much. I freaking love The Robber Bridegroom so much.
Talk about The Robber Bridegroom.
Okay. The Robber Bridegroom was my first introduction as a girl who grew up between the Northeast and Florida, which is just when you're on the coast of Florida, it's just the Northeast in the South. Because it's just transplants.
It's all old Jewish people.
Well, that's the East Coast. Yes, yeah, well, both coasts, but like, it really depends. It really depends where you're at. Old people always, yes. Though the East Coast of Florida tends to gather more like New Yorkers than the West Coast, specifically.
I believe that.
Okay, so it was my first introduction with having like a New Yorker mom and like all these things of like my mom is very like never wanted me to have an accent, never wanted me to very like she hates country music, any like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's my first introduction to like folk and bluegrass music. And I freaking fell in love with it. Okay. They did it at a community theater.
Ooh.
In my county where I was living in Florida, and I had a few friends in it, so I just went and saw it to go see my friends, and I fell in love with the show. I ended up seeing that production 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
Which is like crazy for me.
That's crazy for anyone.
Yeah. I was like, this is everything to me. It's so funny. It's so well done. Wow. I love the story. The music is beautiful. Basically, for those who don't know, The Robber Bridegroom is basically the story of Jamie Lockhart, who is this who's this robber. He steals with style. One of the names,
I love Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm. But he is not giving it to the poor. He's keeping it for himself, honey.
Oh, well, is he the poor? Because I don't know. It's fine.
I mean, maybe, yeah. But like, so Jamie Lockhart ends up stealing from this man, this like sort of rich man, but then like he kind of like gets caught, and he ends up kind of spinning the story so that he like gives it back to the man and says like, oh, I saw this guy run away with your wallet, or like whatever it was.
Jean Valjean.
Like I got it back, and here you go. And he's like, oh, you're such a good, nice man. You should come to my house. You should meet my daughter. And
was that Patti LuPone?
No.
Okay. Patti LuPone was not the daughter.
I think Patti LuPone was the evil female villain Salome.
Yes, she was.
Because Salome is like the perfect role for her. It would have to be her. So anyway, like Jamie Lockhart is brought to his house basically as like you should marry my daughter, and the daughter meets him, and she's like, he's lame, he's a wet blanket, he's stupid, blah, blah, blah. Like he's like not exciting. But then like she's like, I think mainly because she saw him, she meets him, and then I think he like at night sneaks out of the house. He's staying there, sneaks out of the house to go rob, and he's like in his robbing gear. And he's like,
not his robbing gear.
He was like, his face is covered or whatever.
Yeah.
And she sees him from the window, and she's like, so falls in love with this guy, and is literally Jamie Lockhart, like the same guy. But she's like,
based on a true story.
I don't know, maybe. It could be. Look it up.
Keep going.
And basically she pretty much decides that like she wants this robber guy and not Jamie Lockhart, and she like meets him in the woods at night, and they kiss and everything, and it's all the same guy. But like and then there's other side things, like Salome is trying to like fuck shit up in a major way. Like I think she's trying to like, I can't remember what she's trying to do, but and then there's a guy there's a guy who his brother was decapitated and his brother's head is in the box, but he's still sentient, and they sing a song called Two Heads Are Better Than One. It's so good.
Big Harp and Little Harp.
Yeah, Big Harp and Little Harp.
Okay, I have the Robber Bridegroom is a musical with a book and lyrics by Alfred Urey and music by Robert Waldman. Yeah. The story is based on the 1942 novella by Eudora Welty of the same name, with a Robin Hood-like hero.
Yeah, sort of.
The adaptation placed it in a late 18th century American setting. The musical ran on Broadway in 1975 and again in 1976. It had a revival a year later. It's giving Beetlejuice.
No, but it's so good. It's so funny. They did it at the Roundabout in the late 2010s.
Is that the 2016 off-Broadway revival that Wikipedia told me about?
Yes. Stephen Pascal was Jamie Lockhart.
Ooh.
He literally, at the end of the show, in the performance I saw, he broke, and the whole audience lost their shit.
How did he break? What did he break about?
Don't remember. But I was like, I had seen that show so many times in its full version, and I had like a bootleg. You basically can barely find. You can't find the original soundtrack from the 70s. And my friend who was in it, he somehow acquired it, and he like burned me a copy of it. And this was in like 2006, 2007.
Remember burning CDs for people?
Yeah. And I think I still have it somewhere, but like that I had the full, so I know that full album back and front. I know the show back and front and then I saw it in 2016 and I was like, why'd you cut it? Why'd you cut it down? They cut out songs, they cut it down. I was
Roundabout loves to do that.
Pissed.
They love to do it. I'm sorry, Roundabout. I know you love to do it.
I was mad. So
Roundabout's not listening to us.
No, simply not. And I'm like, am I one of the only people in the world who like knows it in its full form and loves it in that form? Yes, probably. Yeah. But like, so fine, cut it down, great. But like, I just love it. And like at the end of the show, they send Salome down the river in a barrel. And they
not Patti LuPone in a barrel. They canceled Patti LuPone before the rest of the world did.
Literally. And they sing, goodbye, Salome, goodbye, you lucky lady. Off you go to paradise.
Did they kill her before they put her in the barrel?
No. But so they trick her into going in there saying that she's like, and they basically like, get rid of her.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
The whole thing is so great.
I have to see it now.
It's so good. I love it.
You have to get your theater to do a full production of the Robber Bride. I fear no one would come if you did.
No one would come.
Literally no one would come.
Theater people wouldn't even come. They'd be like,
no, theater people wouldn't even come.
No.
So
anyway, that's my weird controversial hot take.
Wow.
Show.
Wow. I don't even know how to, because I don't even know if I've ever had a conversation about the Robber Bridegroom with anybody in my life ever until now, so I don't even have an opinion.
Woo!
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know. Crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, we could just go back and forth because I have some other, but we don't need to waste everyone's
time. I think we should find
niche musicals that everyone else.
Like, and turn off.
And people will be like, all they did was talk about niche musicals that no one's ever going to perform ever again. By Jeeves, by Andrew Lloyd Webber. That's my hot take, is that's my favorite Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. Okay. Crazy. Oh, it's so good. It's so funny. It's so funny. And during the pandemic, when Andrew Lloyd Webber's company was like, every week we're going to just release a full, and they released like Phantom. They released like the Donny Osmond Joseph on the internet for free. One of the weeks was this production of By Jeeves, which starred Donna Lynn Champlin from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. She was Pirelli to Patti LuPone's Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd with Michael Cerveris. I love her. She was Honoria Glossop. And I believe it's based on like all these short stories about like Jeeves the butler dude. But like, I thought it was hysterical.
Ask Jeeves.
I assume that's the same Jeeves. But I thought it was hysterical. So I don't remember anything about it except there's a song called It's a Pig, and I thought it was hysterical. So
great.
That's another hot. We can move on from the musical, American musical, or the American and British musical theater.
Correct.
Yeah.
If
you want.
Well, you know.
What's fun? Oh my God, can I talk about my day?
Please.
Oh my God. So for those of you who don't know, after, but everyone in my life probably knows about this, especially if you follow me on the Instagram. So yesterday after doing the Comedy of Errors, and playing the town whore, literally, that's not and I'm so sorry, it's probably not PC to say, after playing the town sex worker, God damn, I'm gonna get canceled for this.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm the first one who said the sentence phrase town whore on this podcast, because that's how my great grandmother was referenced.
You did. Oh, because then I was like, I'm playing the town whore, and
right.
I was playing the curse.
And I was like, my great grandma was. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So I did pickups all day today for this lovely, lovely feature film that I am in, and that I have been in. It's been like sort of like indie feature films are difficult. Indie films are difficult, especially when you're doing a feature. It was very, very, there's a lot going on, and it's going to be really awesome, and I'm really, really excited for it to come out. But we did pickups for it today. And so I went to Brooklyn. I was there at 9:30 in the morning. I went to a green screen studio, which is so, so cool, because you feel like half in the studio, half of the floor is like normal, and then the other half is painted green, and then it like the green like goes and up. You feel like you're in a never-ending liminal space when you look at the green, and it was so, so cool. And in this movie, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do advertising for it. It's called Back to the Present, and it has nothing to do with Back to the Future. But I think it's like an homage to like films of the last century. And so I think because there's time travel in it, that's why they're calling it Back to the Present. And it is about these 5 actors who think they're going to audition for like a Broadway play or something, whatever. They actually did that in pickups yesterday. But I wasn't in that section. And they think they're auditioning for this Broadway play, but they're really auditioning for this government science experiment where they get sent back or forward to different periods of history, and they have to complete different quests in order to make it back to the present. And it's not really like the actual time, to my understanding. My understanding is that like they're computer simulations in a vortex, and I play a computer simulation who comes back in multiple realms. So I did a week on the Mezcal movie set in Benson, Arizona, where Tombstone was filmed, which was so fucking cool. I learned how to shoot a gun, which I hope to never pick up for the rest of my life. Yep. But it was when you're in the Wild West, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were blanks in it, but it was so cool. So I played like a dumb cowboy. In every universe, I sort of play like a different take on the same character. So I was a dumb cowboy. And I'm very fortunate in that, like, of the supporting cast, like, I have a lot, like, I'm not, like, a lot of people are just in, like, one universe or whatever, but, like, I'm very, very fortunate, and it's been so awesome. Like, I have a featured role in all of the different universes I'm in, which is so cool. But I was a dumb cowboy in the Wild West. Then we flew out to France, and I filmed 2 characters. I filmed a medieval hunchback, who is a take on Igor from Young Frankenstein, my character's name was also Igor. And then I also played, we filmed that stuff, like, in a real medieval castle, and we also, in a real medieval, like, hall, and then we filmed at William the Conqueror's castle. Like, I think the coolest thing I may have ever done was have hot chocolate across the street from William the Conqueror's castle.
Yes.
In the town that he was born. It was so fucking cool. And the hot chocolate was so good. I had 2, and they both came with Madeleines.
Slay.
And I love a Madeline cookie. And then I also filmed, I was like the guy in a crow's nest in a pirate ship, and we filmed on the same ship that Ridley Scott filmed scenes for Napoleon on, that like Joaquin Phoenix, like, so it was so effing cool. We were in the English Channel, whatever. I went up to the crow's nest, but we only did that when we were docked. And, like, it was so cool. I felt so famous because I don't think people realized what was happening, or they thought it was, like, a movie being filmed. And I guess they thought we were famous, but they would stand and watch. And, like, because I had to be docked for it, because obviously the people running the boat would not allow me to be at the crow's nest in the middle of the English Channel. And, like, they were applauding. It was so fucking cool. So today, we just had to do some pickups. They needed to do some extra coverage, for Igor. So, I did that, and it was, like, so cool. And, like, I love these people who are attached to this project so much. Like, I have been attached to this project for a long time. I've known these people for years. We went to Arizona together. We went to France together. We were filming in the woods. We were filming in the rain. We were filming in 120-degree heat. Like, we really came to, like, love each other. And it was just so cool to be with these people. And it's just so awesome to catch up with so many friends. But, like, you have to, anyone who's an actor, like, you have to go into a green screen studio, because when I tell you, it really feels like you are in a liminal space. And, like, movies, like, you see, and it's so crazy, like, all the and, like, I have done, like, short films and student films and stuff growing up, and, like, professionally, I've done very little in terms of film. Like, I've done a couple shorts, but, like, this has been my first feature, and, like, on the shorts, like, I learned about, like, making sure, like, in different take, because obviously, if you watch a film, you're not necessarily thinking about it as a viewer, but, like, if you're someone in the industry, like, you know, like, theater, you do it one time and, like, every performance and it's done. Like, and wherever the audience is sitting, the audience is sitting. But film, you have to get coverage of every actor in a scene, which means you have to do a scene, like, 15 million times until you're literally like, these words are rotting my brain. Like, you have to be over the, like, if you're with a scene partner, it's over their shoulder so you can see you. It's over your shoulder. If there's someone in the background and, like, they have a shot later, but then they're in the back, or, like, if they have a shot in the same scene and they're in the background of yours, but then they have a lot, they have to make sure you're in the background. Like, they have to make sure that, like, everything about the world is consistent. So, like, especially with Hiccups, it's super cool because they were, like, they had, like, the rough cut, like, on one camera, and then we had the script supervisor and the assistant director, and they were like, we have to make sure that, like, that person's eye line is there so that it matches. And, like, if we were actually back in the set in France, like, this is where this person is talking from. So then you have to make sure that they're looking at that person, and you have to get, like, everything to match. And it's so, and, like, if someone can't be there that day, you have to make sure that you, like, cheat things to, it's so cool. And it's, like, such a mind. And, like, I love the theater, but, like, I think I do see my career going, like, television is where I kind of want to end up ultimately in the end. So, like, it's so cool. And especially, like, while listening to Amy Poehler's podcast at the same time, like, it's just so cool to, like, be in the space and see how it works, and, like, to have, like, you really feel like, and, like, I hate to say it, like, theater is, like, a very, very, theater is, like, not that, like, everyone's on their, I'm, like, rambling, but theater is very much, like, you're so in charge of yourself. Like, obviously you have designers and whatever, but, like, at the end of the day, you do the performance, unless you're operating at a level where, like, you have dressers and, like, obviously you have your stage managers and assistant stage managers to help you, but it's very much like but, like, when you are, like, the focus of a shot in a film, it's like you have, like, 15 crew members looking at you. You have the makeup people coming at you, like, literally repouting your face between which I'm sure we've all seen, like, parodies of and whatever, like, on TV and stuff. But, like, I did, like, a take and I was like, oh my god, and I fanned myself, and the assistant director was like, Mikey, do you want water? And I was like, actually I would love that. And, like, but I hate feeling like I'm waited on. Like, I'm being waited on. Like, I really hate that. So I, like, felt kind of icky, but I was like, you know what? She offered. Like, it's fine. But, like, I've done shorts and stuff where, like, it's supposed to be August outside, and it's, like, 40 degrees on May 1st, and we're freezing. And, like 3 crew members are holding, like, coats and blankets and shit for me. And I'm like, you just, like, kind of feel like a star.
Yeah.
That was my huge rant. Not rant. That was kind of, like, because I'm not ranting about it. But it's, like, it's such a different, because obviously everyone's in it, like, together, but I feel like, and it is, like, a collective experience, but, like, we're theater, like, everyone goes to rehearsal, like, you have dress rehearsal together. Film, like, I have castmates that I've never met in this movie.
Right.
Because I've simply never been in a scene with them, and some of my other castmates were telling stories of certain days on set, and I was like, I have no idea who you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So it's, like, it's such a strange experience to do film when you come from a theater background.
Oh, it is. It really is. I was famously portrayed a woman who was murdered by her husband on an investigation discovery show in 2017. Something, I think 2017. And that was, like, my first real major film experience. I filmed for a week outside of DC, and because I was New York based, they paid for my Amtrak down. They put me up in a nice hotel. They would send the Uber to come and get me from my hotel to bring me to set every day.
That's star treatment.
Yeah. And then I would like go in the hair and makeup chair, and then I got to, and like I pretty much, it was also awesome because pretty much all the reenactments were at night because she was killed at night.
Oh my god! So you got to spend your whole day.
Yeah, I had all day off basically, and then I would just go to set at like 5:00 and like get in hair and makeup, and it was awesome. It was very cool, and like, but I went and I was like, I did not let anyone know that I had not done film before.
Why should you?
No, because I don't want them to think, and like,
you got the job.
Yeah. Well, the hair and makeup girl, she had done a lot of she did a lot of stuff for ID and other film in like the DMV area, and she was like, oh, well, you know, she's like, you're really lucky that your scene partner, the guy who was cast to portray the husband who ended up killing her,
plot twist. Spoiler alert.
He and I are still Instagram friends. Hey. She's like, you're so lucky that they cast him. He's so professional. He's so experienced. Like, she's like, I've worked shoots with guys and people who are like super inexperienced, and they had to get physical because it's like with like their scene partner, and they ended up like hurting their scene partner and all this stuff, and like they're like, you're in such good hands with him, and like, it's just really good. Like, she was like say things about like, you know, like you know, sometimes we get unexperienced people in here, and so it's like, it's really nice to have like you and Vince, and I'm like,
you're like, I'm the most experienced film actor who has ever lived.
And I'm like,
you're like, stand aside, Brando.
Yeah, I was like, I am fooling them. I'm fooling them.
You're like, I'm such a good actor. I'm doing my job.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fooling them. But
I've never seen the episode. I really should watch it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either. I can't bring myself to watch it. My mom's like, why won't you watch it? And I'm like,
well, next time when I come to visit you, later in the fall, I think we're gonna watch it.
Oh no!
I think we're gonna watch it. It's a required activity.
Okay. There were these two little kids I did theater with in Virginia who, at this point, like the oldest of the two, she's a senior in high school.
Have they seen it?
Yeah. Literally, like, they, right after it came out, like, they were, like, young, and, like, their mom would be like, yeah, I was, like, upstairs, and all of a sudden I heard, like, these noises, and it was, like, sounded like someone was, like, getting killed, and she was like, I was kind of like, what are they watching? And come down there, she's like, they're watching your episode on ID. Yeah,
I think
was
I
like,
know.
Oh, no.
Obviously, you don't want to mention these people's names on here.
Yeah.
Are these the people who I'm thinking of? The one, do I know them?
You should, yeah.
Is it the one who's posting about, like, getting into schools and stuff early already? Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
Correct.
Oh, they're so lovely.
So lovely, yeah. So funny. So funny. I was like, oh my God. But they've watched it enough times, I don't have to watch it, but I just am like the type of person where I'm like, I don't know if I want to see myself on screen. But,
it's a scary thing.
Yeah, I understand why. I'm a theater girly. Like, I don't.
You do it and you listen to it in the moment and then it's done.
Yeah, it's great.
It's done. It's so crazy too, though. Like, I remember being in front. This character that I'm playing, the Hunchback Igor, who I did pick up, which I realized I never defined pickups. Pickups are when you have a rough cut of a movie, which is kind of like a first draft, and then you're like, oh wait, like, we would benefit from this shot, and we would benefit from this shot, and like, that would be really cool. So it was just like filling in sort of some of the gaps for those of you who don't know what pickups are. If you couldn't figure it out from the context, I'm not judging you, that's okay. But like, I was literally like hunchbacking my way through like cobblestone medieval floors and like the woods of France. When I tell you, I did a 50 performance run of Elf the Musical, And I was never, after doing 2.5 weeks in France, I was never so physically, emotionally, like, drained and exhausted, because you're in the actual place doing the thing. You're not, like, on a stage. It's not like, you don't have to, between takes, like, I'm not going back, especially for indie films. Like, I don't have a trailer to sit in. Like, we're literally, like, standing to the side in the grass, which, like, is a lot of indie film, which is so cool. But, like, I just think it's so cool. Like, I think everyone should be on a film set at some point in their life.
Period.
Just to see it. Even if you're not, like, entertainment inclined.
Right.
In terms of, because it's just, like, it's so fascinating what has to, sorry, not to, like, bring it back to that, but it's like, and even today I was like, oh my God, like, my back, and, like, I forgot what it was like to, like, and even when they were doing lighting, like, I have to make sure that I'm at the height, because when I hunched over, I'm probably, like, 2 to 3 feet tall when I'm hunched over, and they have to keep, and, like, in the middle, like, they'd have to do lighting, they'd be like, Mikey, you have to be down right now, so sorry, and then, like, I would take a break, and I would stand at my correct posture, and then go down. It's, like, it's so draining, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
Crazy.
Acting. God damn.
Crazy.
God, we're gonna watch The Investigation Discovery.
Oh no.
I'm shocked that I haven't, like, seen it.
Well, how about we make it like, we'll watch it and it can be part of the pod. Like, it could be like, we could watch it
party
and be like a review.
What's the number of the
pod.
episode? What if we just find it right now?
Okay.
How long is the episode?
I don't know, but the series is called The Perfect Suspect. Originally, when we were filming, it was episode 3, but it did not end up being airing as episode 3.
Okay.
It ended up airing. It was like 6 or 8 or something like that. I don't remember the name of the episode until I hear it.
Okay, it's on
like
Tubi.
The name of the song. Maybe like every step you take.
Every Step You Take, which is episode 3.
Oh, is it?
Oh my God!
3?
To find the killer of 30-year-old Katrina Smith. You played someone who.
Yeah.
How long is the episode though? Because if it's like,
I don't know. We're
it's
not watching
42
it right
minutes.
now.
Oh, we're not watching it today. What if we do that next week?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like at another time we will do this.
I think that's next week's episode.
Oh no, you guys!
I think it's next week's episode. Is we like live like Netflix watch party it?
Oh my God!
And I'll like share my screen, and we can just like.
Okay.
We can just like talk about it as it's happening.
Okay. Fine, I'll do it.
This is really. I fear the podcast really is devolving into the new idea.
I know. Share the new idea.
Should we share the new idea? We'll share the new idea with our 2 listeners.
Yeah.
So we realize that this is we've taken on a lot of work in doing our podcast. And you know the meme where it's like 2 delusional besties telling each other exactly. We say that a lot.
That's basically us. Yeah.
That's literally us. And like yesterday, Lauren texted me exactly, and I just went 2 delusional besties, and I went, wait a minute, that's what we should have named the podcast. And Lauren went, I fear you're right. Yeah. So, and I was like, we could always change the name and do a rebrand.
So, vote in the comments.
We could put an Instagram poll.
Yeah, should we rebrand?
Should we rebrand and just like yap about whatever we want to yap about?
Which is crazy because we have like everything under Friends Who Do Both, like email wise and everything, but whatever.
Well, the Instagram change would be easy.
No, the Instagram change is easy. And
we could just close the email account.
We'll close the email account. The YouTube should be easy to change.
Yeah. We could do that. And it could be like season 2. Like, it could be like, this is our rebrand.
Oh my God.
Because every time I have to put the episode, I'm like, it's like season episode. And I'm like, season 1.
Season 1.
But I think we should do this next week. I think that's so fun.
Okay, we'll do it.
Should we invite a guest?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Who should we invite?
Who should we invite?
Let's talk about this off mic so it's
we'll talk
a surprise.
About this, so it's a surprise, yeah. Oh my God, I think that would be so fun.
Yeah, because, like, obviously, like, we have talked about guests in the past, and I think this is the perfect time to bring in a guest. I fear the sad thing is that, like, I know the perfect person who would really enjoy doing that with us, and this person is not in our lives anymore.
That's okay.
Anyway, we're not going into that tea. We'll just
That's what
drop.
you missed on Glee.
Glee!
I fear I say that so much now that my algorithm is all Glee memes. Like, it's like all Glee memes now.
That's crazy.
And oh my god, I got into Glee a lot later. I was watching Glee when we were doing Grease.
Right, yeah, it was a little late in the game.
It was late.
22.
I have a huge thing about, like, if everyone's into it, I, like, don't want to. But, like, that was, like, high school me. Now if people are like, this is the most amazing television show I've ever seen in my life, I'm like, yes. But, like, Glee was not the most amazing television show anyone has ever seen.
So camp.
It's so camp. But it's so, like, I feel like, I mean, I'm sure everyone who listens to us has seen Glee, but, like, it's just, like, I cannot believe, like, they were literally sitting there and being like, so now there's going to be an active shooter drill, and it's going to be because Sue Sylvester, like, stopped Becky from, like, shooting up the school. Like,
crazy.
What the fuck?
It just, here's the thing, it really devolved. I watched it as it aired, and I think we have talked about this briefly before in the pod, but, like, they aired, like, the pilot, like, way before the rest of the series, kind of, like, as a tease. And so the pilot
was so good.
Yeah, the pilot was aired when I was a senior in high school, and we all lost our minds. And then we had to, then they didn't actually air the full series until I was, like, in college, like a freshman in college. So season 1, I was a freshman in college, and then season 2, I was a sophomore in college. And I remember we would do watch parties. I remember
that's so crazy.
We would, like, a whole bunch of us in the musical theater program would, like, pile into someone's tiny dorm room, and we'd all huddle around and watch the new episode of Glee for season 2. And, like, very quickly with season 2, like, all of us started looking at each other being like, what is happening? It was already starting to fall off in season 2. And we're
like when Josh Groban came to, like, judge I was like,
crazy.
My favorite, well, because especially when they got to college, it got, like,
I stopped watching well before that.
I've seen the whole thing.
I know, you have.
And, like, it's just, like, oh my god, I'm trying to think of, like, some of, like, the even, like, also, how did they all come back from, they were always in, like, even if they, like, went to college across, they were always in Lima, Ohio. Like, they were like, oh, William McKinley High is putting on Grease. Obviously, we have to come back from, like, Whoopi Goldberg was, like, telling Lea Michele she wasn't a good enough performer. Like, Sarah Jessica Parker was singing Let's Have a Kiki. Like,
crazy.
The shit that was, like, going on in the episode where they all, like, drank for the first time, and they were like Artie was, like, pretending to, like Santana and Brittany, I think, were, like, pretending to be, like, strippers, and Artie was, like, throwing singles at them. Like, imagine being on that set. Well, I mean, that set was supposed to be a nightmare to have been on.
Yeah, as we've heard.
I have to tell you. So, you know my lovely friend Rochelle, and she was teaching me about Gleeville points, and there's a YouTube channel that apparently they spent, like, 8 hours, like going through each season and giving each character Gleeville points based on how evil they were.
Crazy.
And I think, like, Sue Sylvester and Rachel Berry are, like, the ones who are, like, up there.
Yeah.
But, like, Sue Sylvester is kind of my problematic fave.
Sue Sylvester?
Oh, Sue Sylvester.
I was like, I knew you meant Sue Sylvester, but I was like, is this, like, a nickname that I'm not aware of?
No, I don't like Rachel Berry. But Sue Sylvester is my problematic fave. Like, she's so problematic. She's so, you could not write that TV show in 2025. And, like, Sue Sylvester should have been fine. Like, also, like, what an iconic, I'm like, just, like, such on, like, but, like, what an iconic arc. Like, this cheerleading instructor / maybe gym teacher, because they never ever show that, just, like, has it out for the fucking Glee Club because she just decides she hates them.
Yeah.
Like, no other reason. She just hates them.
We love it.
And, like, she literally is, like sitting at home, like, coming up with diabolical plots to, oh my god, like, it's so, you could not write that in 2025, but she is such my problematic fave. And then her and Did you ever see the performance of her and Carol Burnett? It's like 3 episodes before the end, and they duet the trolley song because Sue Sylvester's mother, I forget what her name is, but she's played by Carol Burnett. And Carol Burnett abandoned Sue Sylvester and her sister as a child because she was an undercover Nazi hunter.
What the fuck?
And they reconcile at the end of the series, and they duet the trolley song.
I swear to God, this writer's room, they really looked at each other and they said, what is the most deranged, out-of-pocket, insane, unrealistic thing we can pick? And let's do that. Let's, like, what is the most unrealistic, most absurd direction to take this storyline in this point? And that's the one we're taking. We're not taking one that would actually happen.
No. Oh, it was Doris Sylvester. Doris Sylvester and Sue Sylvester.
I can't.
It's just so fucking funny. Played by Carol Burnett. And then, oh my God, when Puck slept with Idina Menzel, who was Rachel Berry's mom. Like, it was just like, well, that was like strangely like foreshadowed like real life kind of in a weird way, which we don't need to get into, but like, it was just like, oh my God.
Crazy, dude.
I wish a first watch of Glee on all of you.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I just keep ranting about these things I'm so passionate about now.
It's okay. I love that. I'm so happy you're so passionate.
Gleeville points.
Gleeville points is bonkers.
Though
I am wondering, should we move into we're not talking about this enough?
Yes, we're not talking about this enough. Our version of Las Culturistas, I don't think so, honey.
Yeah. Okay.
What are we not talking about enough, Lauren?
I have one. So
yay.
And some, I think some people are, but I think the general population is not talking about the fact that if you go outside and get sun in the morning, you do feel better. I know that this is like research backed, but I did my own research this morning, and and where I live, it's sunny in the mornings, and then it gets cloudy, like sometimes late morning, and then the rest of the day. It's kind of the season for that right now. And I woke up, and it's been kind of cloudy all day the past couple of days. I woke up, it was so sunny this morning, and I simply said, I'm going on a walk. I'm going on a long walk. But because I was like, I woke up, it was like 9:30, and I had until 11 before the clouds rolled in. So I said,
not enough
period.
hours.
Yeah, so I got my ass up, and I took a long walk. I walked for about an hour, at like first thing in the morning, and it was lovely, and it literally set the tone for my day, and I ended up being so productive today and having a lot of energy. I felt like my body was working better. I just felt like, and I think the walk, the walk helps the metabolism. The sun helps, and it was beautiful out. It was like a crisp 50 degrees with the sun shining. It was beautiful. It was such a good little walk. So, and it really kind of like
September.
Yeah, it just like.
That's true. You live in a place where it's cold a lot.
Yeah, you're starting to see small patches of snow on the mountain by my house. So, wow. Because, not to give too much about a way of where I live, but I do live near a 14er. For those who know, a 14er is a mountain that is over 14,000 feet. So, I have a view of a 14er from my house.
That's what you missed on Glee.
So, and yeah, they're already starting to like have some small patches of snow you can see. So, pretty exciting. I love a snow-capped mountain. So,
it is pretty.
It's pretty. But yeah, it just like set the tone for the day, and it like, it's like was productive, and I felt like rejuvenated and calm, and I felt like things were good, and I was energetic. I did a bunch of meal prep. I did a bunch of laundry. I did all this stuff. I didn't ever get like too sucked into my phone at any point. Like, it was just like a great day.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think I'm going to be trying to start my days with walks more often whenever I can. So I think that is something that we, as a society, are not talking about enough. So
we as a society are not talking enough about walking in the morning.
You walking in the morning in the sun. Get your sun, get your steps.
In the words of Annie, Get Your Gun, I got the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the moon at night. Or is it evening? Is it night?
It's both. So, because one body's got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Do 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 do. But then at the end, it goes the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening. I'm all right.
All right. That's the one I was about to say. Yeah. Oh my God, I love that. I also don't know Annie, Get Your Gun, so this is not an endorsement the way I endorse 1776. That's so. I love that. Yeah. The power of outside.
Yeah, it's really, for any of the, I hate to say it, because, mental health is a hard thing nowadays for all of us.
It's difficult.
And there are people who have bigger mental health struggles than others, so you can't just, blanket be like, it helps your mental health. I firmly do believe it does help to move your body and move around, but there are people who have clinical mental health issues that need support through medication and all that stuff, and that is okay, and that's not what I'm saying.
Absolutely. It's so valid.
I am saying, for those of us who feel like the weight of the world is crashing down around us, and we can't pay our bills, and everything is terrible and horrible and scary, it can really help get you out of that funk to just go out and take a walk and listen to a podcast, listen to our podcast, listen to an audiobook. I listened to my new favorite album by our queen Hayley Williams, frontwoman of Paramore. She has released her very first her first album outside of her record deal. She signed a record deal when she was 15.
Wow.
And the terms of the record deal were so intense. It took 20 years to complete her record deal, and she's finally no longer.
That's what happened when you sign 15. You get a good lawyer.
I mean, listen, they signed her at 15, and they wanted her to be a pop star, and she was like, no, I have a band and I want to do this. And they basically loved her and wanted her so much that they're like, fine, yeah, you can do the band thing and we'll put you on our alternative label. And the record deal was 7 albums for Paramore and 2 individual albums for her.
Honestly, incredible though.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, girly pop is set, I think, but now she has her own label and she does everything under it. And she just she released her first album outside of label control. It is called Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party.
I love that.
And it is so good. And it's 17 tracks. It's so many tracks.
That's so many.
It's so many tracks.
I don't really listen to albums.
I go through phases, and I'm in a phase right now where I'm really connecting with music again. And so I just started from the beginning. I took a walk. I walked for a whole hour. Nowadays you can't the Sabrina Carpenter album is 48 minutes or something like that. This album, I didn't even finish the album. I got home and the album was still playing.
Good on you, Hayley Williams.
It's so
good on you.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's actually 18 songs. It's so good.
Chai in Hebrew.
For anyone who wants recommendations, the whole album is great. My favorites, and this is gonna shift, but right now my favorite songs are going to be Whim, Disappearing Man, Love Me Different. Love Me Different is kind of my absolute jam. Parachute, Hard. I mean, they're all so good. I can keep going. True Believer is incredible. True Believer is so good. It basically it's basically a song calling out the South and how she's from Nashville, and it's pretty much calling out conservatives and the South and how Black people keep getting murdered, and it's the second.
She's come on, delusional besties.
Yeah, the second verse is I'm actually have to read the lyrics to you because you're gonna shit yourself. It's so good. Okay, here we go.
Okay, I'm excited.
They put up chain link fences underneath the biggest bridges. They pose in Christmas cards with guns as big as all their children. They say that Jesus is the way, but then they gave him a white face, so they don't have to pray to someone they deem lesser than them.
That's so deep, and I love it.
Yeah, the South will not rise again till it's paid for every sin. Strange fruit, hard bargain, till the roots, Southern Gotham.
Wow.
Bitch is out here.
Calling people out.
She's incredible. Anyway,
Oh my God.
I'm taking up too much time. You guys.
No, take up the time. I ranted for so long.
But like, I just listened to it on my walk, and it's so good. And I I listen to it every day, and I highly recommend anyone.
This is our platform.
The album is very alt pop, so it's not pop punk, but still some songs have some pop punk edge to them. Like there's the song I love, whatchamacallit, Love Me Different has someone online likened it to like the style of like No Doubt, and like I completely agree, and I like No Doubt as well. So like it just there's like lots of different styles. It's just
a lot of good. Oh my God, I love that.
It's giving. See, because here's the thing. This is my last thing I'll say is that
say as many things as you
want.
A
lot of people that I do theater with professionally grew up being like, I only listened to musical theater growing up. I don't know anything popular at all. I don't know. And I'm like, I was the opposite. Like, I would listen to like cast albums and stuff, but I was like, I've always been a music person, and like I've always connected deeply to music. So like
She played the violin.
So like I have this like wide range of styles of music I have listened to, and like music was a big thing for me as a child before I even found theater. Like it's just like I am a huge music person and listener. So for me it's like it's just like such a connection point, and it helps me go through hard times and process things. And you know, I know that I have a lot of friends who just don't have that kind of experience with music, but it's like so great to have I just like non-musical theater music is like what I'm about. Like that is just like it's everything to me. And like Hayley Williams specifically, like Paramore's Riot, which like really put them on the map. It was their second album. That came out when I was like 16. And that was like really formative for me. And like Hayley Williams is absolutely one of the best like rock female vocalists of our time, maybe ever. Her voice is absolutely insane. She can do no wrong. She's also an insane songwriter. Like she's so incredibly talented.
She's your Taylor Swift.
A little. Also Sarah Bareilles is though too.
Oh, she's a cutie pie.
Yeah, Sarah Bareilles helped me through a lot of hard things when I was a freshman in college. So, I'm not sure where I was going with this. I guess that's all to say is that like
take walks in the morning.
Take walks in the morning, and like the music, like I'm just like I love listening to any type of music, and it's just so this. Anyway, whatever. This had no point, but
it was amazing. That's the whole point.
Okay, so Mike,
now,
do you have one?
Well, I feel like I just spent 6.5 minutes before that talking about why we don't talk about why Carol Burnett was singing the trolley song.
Well, that could be yours, and technically, if you.
No, I was gonna do a different one, but I think you saying Sarah Bareilles has changed mine.
Okay.
What we are not talking about enough, and this is a take that I have, I think Sarah Bareilles only became a pop star so that she could completely transition into acting.
I agree.
Like, why are we not talking about that enough? Like, she was a pop star, then she used waitress as her entree, which I love using entree to mean entrance, as opposed to, like, meal that you eat as the main course.
Right.
Entree into the American musical theater, and now she's been, like, she was the baker's wife in Into the Woods on Broadway. She was in Girls 5 Eva. She's definitely in other things that I don't know, but I think she only became a pop star so that she could then act.
Well, and here's the thing. She went to UCLA, and she went to UCLA at the same time as Maroon 5. She was friends with them. And they were all coming up making music and stuff together. But, like, before she went to UCLA, like, she was a theater girly.
Of course, they all are.
She grew up doing theater. I know, they all are.
They all are.
And, like, but if you, like, really listen to her music, and I don't think I really even thought about this until she transitioned into writing the score for Waitress, is, like, I was like, why do I like her so much? Why is her stuff so easy for me to sing compared to other pop stars? Like, because her voice itself and like the style in which she writes lends itself to musical theater so well that like it's kind of like, oh, this was your main influence, was like growing up doing theater. And it's just like, I think she loves the stage, and she loves to act, and she has made a niche for herself.
She really has. She's like the Zooey Deschanel of the American theater, I think.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
Not like as quirky, but like, and honestly, in Girls Five Eva, she is like the straight man, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But like, I think she just like has this like vibe where she's like, I can do like Zooey Deschanel. I think is so like, I think people pigeonhole her into like this quirky persona, but I think she's really like, I think she has a lot of depth, and I think she's so talented. And if she didn't have all that depth, she wouldn't be able to do what she does so well.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like Sarah Bareilles is kind of like, I'm a little quirky girl, and like, I'm gonna do all these straight man roles because I can hold my own.
Right. Yeah.
And like, in a way, like, even in New Girl, like, Jess is, even though Zooey Deschanel has this quirky vibe, like, Jess is the straight man.
She is the straight man, yeah. But, I mean, if we're talking to Zooey Deschanel really quickly, like, yes, like, Jess is quirky and the whole show is a comedy and she is the straight man, though. But, like, you look at 500 Days of Summer, and it's like, it's her character is very grounded, not really quirky at all. She's like, the character is painted in a light from the view of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, of like, she's this perfect woman, like she's almost kind of like edging into like manic pixie dream girl, oh my god, like sort of thing. But like, ultimately, like, she's a woman who was at a certain place in her life and knew what she wanted and knew who she was, and this man did not want to listen to her and did not want to, like, he wanted her to fit into this mold that he like decided she was. And when it was like, no, that's not the situation here, and like, I'm not changing my perspective or what I want to like fit into that mold. And it's like, that is like, so I feel like that whole character is so anti-quirk, honestly. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I haven't seen that movie in like 16 years, but
oh, I just rewatched it recently, so
I know we were talking about it.
Oh yeah, I was like, did we talk about on the pod?
No, we texted about it.
Oh, okay, Slay.
Yeah, we texted about it. Yeah. But that's my hot take, is that we need to talk about how Sarah Bareilles only became a pop star so that she could then act. I see you, Sarah Bareilles. I see you.
And I love that for her.
And I love that for you.
And
should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, oh my God, you were about to go into that, and I was like, let's wrap it up.
No, this is the last thing, and we can wrap it up. I was just going to say,
oh my God,
she's living her best life, and she has her fiance that she met through Waitress. He was in the original cast of Waitress.
Wasn't he the guy who played Earl?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love when the guys play.
They like fell in love in like out of towns. So cute.
Oh.
Like they were in rehearsals, and she'd be behind the table, and she'd be like, who is this guy? Like, what's his deal? And like, and it slowly like became a thing, and they've been together for a long time. Well, yeah, they've been together for a long time, and
because Out of Towns were like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and they got engaged within the past year.
Oh my God! Congratulations, Sarah
Bareilles.
And I'm like, and that fiance whose name I don't know.
Joe Tips.
Joe Tippett.
Tips.
Tippity top.
Tippity top. Anyway, that she gives me hope. I see my life kind of going like hers, where it's like, I'm career focused. I'm doing my thing.
You're gonna be a pop star.
Woman.
You're gonna be a pod star.
Pod star, honey. Single woman, doing my thing, all that stuff, and then like, love finds me like in my 40s, basically.
Yeah.
And like that's what's happened to her, and like she found a man who was also age appropriate for her, and like also had a life, and they
age appropriate.
You know, it just
That's what you missed on Glee. And that's also Carol Burnett playing a Nazi hunter who sings the Jolly song is what you missed on.
Help us. All right, and with that,
yeah.
Let's wrap it up. For right now, we still are Get Friends Who Can Do Both. So if you email us at friendswhodoboth@gmail.com. Or you find us on Instagram at Friends Who Do Both. Also, like I said earlier, we have the podcast on YouTube now. Go to Get Friends Who Could Do Both on YouTube. You'll see the pods online, so you can see us and our beautiful shining faces.
Beautiful, beautiful faces. Wearing my middle school gym t-shirt. No, this was a graduation t-shirt. RMS class of 10 says in the back.
You graduated middle school in
2010, yes.
I
was the valedictorian of my middle school class.
I was in college in 2010.
Well, you just got to college, right?
Well, if you were when you were graduating in 2010, that was the end of my freshman year of college.
That's so Raven. I was gonna say crazy, and then I changed it to Raven. That's so Raven. It's the future I can see. Raven, sponsor us.
Slay. All right.
What if we get Raven on next week to watch the...
Doubt she'll do it. She's kind of busy with her own pod, but we can try.
We can try. Raven Simone.
I'll put in a call.
I'll call you. Or we'll call you.
Yeah.
Don't call us. We'll call.
Okay, so come back next week to see absolute embarrassment in human form when watching my episode of The Perfect Suspect from season 1 in 2017.
Woo!
Might have aired in 2018. I don't know, but I filmed it in 2017 in the summer. So, oh
my gosh.
Anyway, come back and we will hopefully have a surprise guest to watch with us.
Woo! See you then.
See you then. Bye-bye.